Golden Boy is the story of Kentaro, a student of the world. He completed all the necessary courses for a law degree but never actually graduated. Instead, he hopped on his bike and started touring Japan, taking odd jobs and learning everything from computer programming to noodle making. Kentaro is an insatiable perv but also amazingly kind-hearted and sweet. In every scenario, Kentaro has to overcome his natural urges to become the best swimmer, boyfriend, or animator he can be, depending on his study that day. But boy, does lust ever get in the way of learning. 91 Day is one of the underrated animes. As a child living in the town of Lawless, Angelo Lagusa has witnessed a tragedy. His parents and younger brother have been mercilessly slaughtered by the Venetti mafia family. Losing everything he holds dear, he leaves both his name and hometown behind, adopting the new identity of Avilio Bruno. 7 years later, Avilio finally has his chance for revenge when he receives a mysterious letter prompting him to return to Lawless. Obliging, he soon encounters the Venetti Don's son, Nero, and seeks to befriend him using the skills he has quietly honed for years. Set during the Prohibition era, 91 Days tells the story of Avilio's dark, blood-stained path to vengeance, as he slowly ends each of the men involved in the killing of his family. Death Note is definitely one of the best anime series of all time, for it presents a deeply unique and compelling story rivaled by few. I can truly say it is one of the best. The story is unique. A notebook falls from the sky, and the human who writes a name in it is capable of killing the individual pictured in his mind. This presents the viewers with a highly debatable theme based on morals and justice. Yagami Light, who obtains this power to kill, utilizes it in hopes of creating a utopia in which he is God. Criminals, and only criminals, are to be punished in hopes of a perfect society. Is this, however, right? Is it right to kill individuals who have done wrong, and will do wrong again? Can they be reformed? Death Note presents the viewers with questions such as these, questions which cannot be easily answered. This series challenges the viewers' morals, and for that, it deserves highly. Code Geass is one of my favorite anime. Why? It's filled with so much action, bombastic dialogue, and has such eye-catching visuals that it tops the charts in entertainment value. This is an exciting and epic anime, and it's over the top. The story is about Lelouch Lamperouge. Appears to be a typical high school student at Ashford Academy in the Britannian-controlled Area 11, but he's actually a prince in the Britannian imperial family. And 17th in line to the throne. He develops a hatred for the Emperor of Britannia and the entire imperial establishment, vowing to one day destroy them for the death of his mother and cripple of his sister. After an encounter with a mysterious young woman named Cece, Lelouch gains the power of Geass, which grants him the ability to force anyone to do what he wishes. With this ability, Lelouch becomes a mysterious figure named Zero and begins his battle against the Britannian Empire. It seems Code Geass mainly focus on the drama, emotion, and the heartbreaking moments. Geass ends up being not so much a story with a certain plot and characters but rather a series of exciting, exaggerated but well-crafted, incredulous and definitely memorable scenes. Noragami, the best anime so far. The story of Noragami begins with Hiyori, an average high school girl who has a fated encounter with Yato, a homeless god, but we'll get to them later. Hiyori, being the angel of a person she is, pushes Yato out of the way of an oncoming bus when he suddenly runs into traffic. This results in not only an accident and her being taken to the hospital, but from then on she gains the somewhat troublesome habit of losing her physical body and taking on a similar form. But travels around as her soul separated from her body. Deciding she can't live on like this, she begs Yato and pays him in advance to restore her back to her original form, and thus, the two connect and Hiyori is abruptly introduced to the world outside of our reality. At least, that's what the show would have you believe from its broad overarching plot. Noragami consists of several plotlines that all mesh in beautifully with each other both in terms of pacing and execution. It wastes no time in moving the story forward, save some of Yato's comic relief and character introductions here and there. It even has some realistic darker undertones thrown in smoothly. They make sure you understand the weight of loneliness and just how invisible those who are not of the living can be, how painful it is to be forgotten and want to be remembered. Having read the majority of the manga so far, the anime followed it quite well, had it not been for the filler arc that took up the remaining 3 to 4 episodes. But for the most part, I enjoyed the story very much and hope that it will follow the manga if it were to receive a second season, which is highly favorable.